Hi Leo, welcome to Dream Prophet site. This is your June 2018 reading. We'll start off with the General by the Psychic Tarot, by John Holland. Then Love with the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Life Purpose by Doreen Virtue. And your Spiritual Path by Path of the Soul Destiny card, Cheryl Lee Harnish. And then I have pulled a stone message for you for your overall energy. All right, let's start off with the situation. Crown chakra, the challenge, disruption, the advice, intuition, and the final outcome is temptation. Very interesting. And these are all major arcana cards, so major event happening for you in the month of June with the Crown card. Now, so the situation has for you, Leo, is there seems to be some sort of awakening coming for you. This is opening up of your crown chakra. So this is having access to source energy, and that can mean anything from being more intuitive, getting involved in mediumship, being able to communicate with past loved ones and beyond. Or this could be just a personal awakening, enlightenment. The block is, I see this as anger. This is perhaps your anger. You're angry about something that's occurring in your life right now, and you're holding on to it. This needs to be released. And this could also be, I almost feel like, even though it's not necessarily the Tower, something that is going to happen in your life that's going to disrupt your month, which may cause you to be angry. You will have to push through, and that is going within, and that's why the whole idea of opening up to source energy, going within and trusting your intuition through this process. So something is going to come up that will test your emotions, or you may actually have anger issues that you need to work through, and the only way to work through them is through opening up to source energy and really trusting in your intuition moving forward, rather than being in the ego. All right, now the final outcome is temptation. So this can happen, this can mean many things depending on what you decide. If you're going to follow this advice, then I see this more as you learning to be more bold and deal with anything that has been holding you back. So facing the devil head on, any addiction, unhealthy behaviors. Because I feel that if the situation is whether or not you're going to have this enlightenment, and then you decide, I mean, you could decide, no, I'm not interested in that, I'm going to continue going down this route. Just know that this is an unhealthy or toxic way to move forward, but it's your choice if that's what you choose to do. Generally, the Devil card represents addictions, alcohol, drugs, could be shopping, unhealthy behaviors, toxic people around you, and always attracting that. So there's something within you that is also addictive, that is attracting that. So again, the advice is really start opening up to source energy and going with the flow of the universe instead of fighting against it, and really trusting in your intuition. And then I would see this more as being really bold and taking those types of steps moving forward, taking bigger risks to move forward in your life. All right, so I'm going to pull another card on this because it's such a heavy card to begin with. So let's just pull one more card. Get some clarification on the temptation card. Some clarification for Leo on the temptation card. Okay, here we go. Clarity. Moving on. Okay, that's a really good sign, actually. So I see you actually moving away. So by embracing your intuition and really opening up your crown chakra for this enlightenment, you're actually going to be moving away from all these temptations and unhealthy behaviors. So you're moving away from what isn't working in your life, sort of like the negative aspect, the darker, more turbulent, you know, the disruption in your life, moving away from all that drama and into something that is far more positive. Okay, so this probably will happen near the end of the month. Moving into July is when you're probably really going to move away from that, okay, because you've learned, you've had the wake-up call, you're trusting in your intuition, and you're moving forward. All right, let's take a look at your love life. Stay optimistic, reconciliation, worth waiting for, and playfulness. All right, so let's start off with, for those who are concerned about their connected, so if you're in a union already, in a relationship, and you're wondering if you should continue to stay optimistic about it, right now, and the reason you're sort of concerned is right now, the two of you are not talking. So, because this is the challenge, reconciliation, so you're not getting together, you're not having the talks that you need to have in order to get back together. The advice, though, is saying, you know, in the month of June, it doesn't necessarily, you don't have to have everything resolved right away. It's going to take some time, but it's definitely, this relationship is worth waiting to make it work, so that the two of you are on the same page again. And then the outcome will be that you'll be able to recapture that romance that you once had when you were, you know, younger, or in the beginning stages of the relationship. You sort of want to have that playfulness again and enjoying each other's company instead of being at odds. And maybe that's to do with your, you know, maybe that's what this anger card is all about, this disruption in your life that's happening right now. And that's why you're sort of not speaking, not being able to get together and enjoy each other's company. But that will change. Just give it time. It's saying give up time and stay optimistic. Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay, and I'll just quickly show you these cards. That's the Stay Optimistic card. And this is the challenge, is reconciling with someone, worth waiting for, and then the playfulness. Okay, now for those of you who are single, this is basically saying, you know, stay optimistic about meeting somebody new. And the challenge is right now, the two of you are not going to get together. So if you have just recently broken off with someone and you're wondering whether or not the two of you are going to reconcile, no, it's not going to happen right now. Maybe there's someone better out there for you, and that's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play here. So don't give up on relationships altogether, and stay playful right now. So don't let, you know, don't become this person because things didn't work out between you and your partner that you're no longer with at the moment. Don't get into that mindset, because that's just going to hurt you across the board, as you can see here. You want to stay cheerful and playful so that you can attract somebody new, or you know, maybe now is not the time to get back together, but in time, you know, if you stay playful, the two of you will find your way back to each other again. All right, let's take a look at life purpose. Environment. Environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So for those of you who are thinking, contemplating any type of career that has to do with protecting the planet, earth, trees, landscaping, anything to do with the outdoors and the environment, or animals, this is sort of a nod to say, yes, you're on the right path, go for it. All right, and then the journey, spiritual journey here is number 18. Looks like a spiral of some sort. I'm going to look in the Path of the Soul book to get the full definition. Renewal. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Renewal. Spirals represent healing energy. This card is calling for repair and healing within your relationships, especially family. And we saw that here, that the two of you are not sort of together at the moment. So you do need some healing, and there is an issue here that you need to deal with. that might have to do with some addictive or unhealthy patterns and behaviors. You are being asked to look for the good in all those who closely surround you. It is time to create new dynamics within your relationships, and this card will provide you with the healing power to do this. See the gift you have been given in your relationship with others. Look for God within everyone. Send your gratitude to all who are close to you. Not only will you experience a renewal within all your relationships, but within your heart as well. And I think really you really have to start there within your own heart, and that once you start sharing that and you feel it for yourself, that's really just going to expand and spiral out. Now, the message, the stone message that I pulled for you is your overall energy. This is interesting because this has no message. This is the unknown. So you have the potential. This is a beautiful stone to get, by the way. You have the potential to create whatever you want in your life. So what do you really want to create? You have that power, right? So you can use it in a negative way or a positive way. So do you want to be in a loving state and have loving relationships and have a loving existence, or do you want to stay trapped in that addictive, angry, negative aspect of your life? This stone is a message to let you know this is a chance for you to choose and start creating from basically nothing. Create whatever you want. You have an opportunity to renew everything in your life. I hope you do. Enjoy, Leo.